That goes back to some of the rules before getting up, shaking hands. Um, I can tell you from a person who's done interviews, a lot of people don't, I would say, interview well, because they kind of take it too nonchalantly. I would prefer someone be over prepared than under prepared. And the times that I've done interviews, I've seen people where it's like they didn't really seem like they paid attention at all to even what they were applying for. Like not and you know, like you don't obviously want them to bullshit you, but you want someone to be at least like look into what they're applying for. My advice would be, if you're going to apply for any type of organization, if they have a website or anything like that, you should be, looking at that website so you kind of know how to present yourself, and see what they're actually about. But first impression makes a big difference, because if you roll up to an interview, or now sometimes a lot of them, like Zoom, and you're at home and you're not even throwing on a collared shirt or a tie, and you look like shit. You haven't got a haircut. You haven't shaved in a couple of days, and you're that doesn't send a good message, because you're kind of basically saying, I don't care about myself, right? Like, why would the person that's interviewing you think like, hey, well, you're gonna care enough for me to, when I hire you, you're somehow gonna change this up. And also think that goes back to when you're meeting people again, making a good impression. For all the young men or people out there dating, this is just me, but when I used to always be going on dates or whatever, I did a couple things. I made sure my car was clean, my house was clean. I had losing the outfit I was gonna wear ready. I got the fresh haircut the day of or the night before. I was losing on my shit. Like, I didn't really care. I don't care if we're going to get coffee or whatever. I'm just taking the time to be like, that's just how I like to conduct myself, and that was the impression that I like to give off. And I feel like that always worked for me. I hate this goes for girls too, right? I've been like where girls' cars weren't clean, or that was one of the first things I looked at. How they dressed, was their car clean, was their clothes like this. Basically, I'm not looking like you got to wear the fanciest thing or anything like that. I'm not looking at what's your brand name that you're wearing. I'm more looking like, do you look neat? Do you look clean? Is your car clean? And things like that, because that ultimately says a lot about you or as a person. So that's just my opinion on that.